Всем привет, с вами Amalur. Давайте посмотрим, что это за камень знаний.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Похоже, на этих камнях что-то записывается. Что-то записывают эльфы. Всякие истории. Я здесь еще пособираю реагенты, а дальше не буду на запись это делать. Просто сейчас хотелось бы сделать несколько зелий. Потому что купить их будет не так просто. Деньги для этого нужны. А их у нас сейчас не так много.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Похоже, здесь что-то произошло.
Hello.
Greetings. I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
Что здесь произошло?
It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
Кто напал на девушку?
It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though.
Не откажусь помочь.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started.
Что за Красный Легион?
I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark.
Кто ты?
I'm the warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Ну да. Деревня Горхарт?
We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
Двор лета?
Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth.
Кристальная война?
Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams.
Так, ну то-то понятно. Эльфы, в принципе, тоже понятно.
Hope you stay in town.
Ой. Так, ладно, не важно. Так. Я знаю, что вон там есть сундучок. Да. Что самое странное, если сундук стоит на улице, даже если это в городе, это не считается воровством. Если вы открываете сундук в помещении в каком-то, не в вашем доме, конечно, тогда это уже воровство. Да, здесь можно будет купить дом. Так, вот сундук с доставкой. Ну, как бы я кое-что возьму отсюда, но не буду все брать. Не вижу в этом смысла. Это будет неинтересно, мне кажется, если мы тут все сейчас сразу возьмем. Вот так вот. Все. Остальное пусть лежит. И нам даются две карты. Сопротивление льду, сопротивление огню. И плюс 2% опыта во время режима возмездия. Это нам лишним не будет.
Are you content to live among the lives of the mission? They look down their eyes at you. They laugh at your ignorance. Insist that St. Odwig's admit monks of all sexes and races into its ranks, or tell them to peddle their poison elsewhere.
Так. Там тоже можно взять какое-то побочное задание, я так понимаю. Но давайте, наверное, это сделаем попозже. Эльфийка здесь действительно недалеко, так что можно сейчас до нее добежать. Это враг? Это не враг. А, там этот. Ясно. Нам пока туда не надо. Давайте так, чтобы не путаться. В смысле, а при чем здесь это? Я просто не хочу сейчас нарываться на волков. Хотя на них все равно придется нарваться. Они там по кругу ходят.
they say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not say forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Now, Lystrom doesn't know Artol, and Artol is older and strange. She could be mistaken for a fate weaver. So, when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. Oh my, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, he will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
Там не до конца субтитры были. Немножко, ну ладно. Так. Ну, короче, придется все равно с ними драться. Да. И не только с ними. Так, а тут еще сундучок, кстати. И очередной алтарь. Святилище Тирдена. Рывок Тирдена. Можно посмотреть, что это такое. Вот здесь. Статус. Эффекты. Это то, что мы вначале взяли. Плюс 20% урон. Там вообще-то еще волки остались, ну да ладно.
May your hollow gods keep you mortal. I am called Aerie. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice.
Ну, вообще-то у нас там эльфийку ранили.
Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do.
Расскажи о себе.
I wandered the forest for many seasons, listening to lore stones of the great ballads. Before that, I dwelled in the gardens of Issa. I prefer the quiet of this village, the mirth of the witless.
Великий цикл.
All of us are at the mercy of the changing seasons, mortal and fey alike. If it is one's time to pass into the great cycle, then we must not protest. The passing is keeping with autumn, and is as natural as the eventual rebirth.
Сады Исы.
I cannot reveal much. The gardens are the jewel of the summer court, a wonder beheld by few mortals. It is located far east of here in a woods so thick it would devour all but those who knew its secrets. Do not pursue such mysteries, mortal. They are not for you.
Камни знаний.
They contain memories, great moments, ideas, songs, and inspirations. The Fae do not record their words in ink or on paper. Ink fades, paper crumbles. Lore stones mark where our kind has made a lasting impression, where the seasons slowed to take note of glory on a grand scale.
То-то.
I feel them near, flitting through the western woods like shafts of shadow in the sunlight. What could have brought them here, I wonder? The Tuatha do not trouble themselves with easy prey. If they prowl these woods, it is for worthy quarry.
А что ты можешь рассказать про Горхарт?
I adore every sad soul in the village, even stubborn Herc with his tender heart, and drunken old Arnick. The widow fascinates me. She has no idea that her lover is dead. I watch them from my perch, hoping to learn the meaning behind their pursuits and passions. If I could, I would grant each of them an eternity. Alas, I cannot.
Ну да, ты не бог. Двор лета.
We are kin to the seasons and cycles of all life, to new life and perpetual growth. Mortals may view the warmth of the petals and smell the beauty of a newborn bud, but only Fae know the strength of the roots beneath the surface. Farewell.
Вот так вот, да? Так. Здесь. В магии продолжаем качать магию. Вообще я, возможно, в магии буду брать только магию. Вот видите, в принципе, я сейчас могу поменять судьбу. Выбрать другую. Так-то тут понятно, я знаю. Эти хуже. Луки одинаковые. Что мы тут находили? Мантия отличного качества, плюс 3 с восстановления маны в секунду, плюс 5 доспехи. На самом деле... Защита, конечно, меньше становится, но вот плюс 3 с восстановления маны в секунду, это удобно очень. Ну ладно, пока оставим. То, что на нас. Да, кстати. Это пока пусть остается. Вернее, даже вот так. Это вот сюда. А вот это сюда. Да, нам добавил опыт, это эликсир вдохновения. Нам нужно зелье. Зелье лечения. Но не просто зелье лечения, а превосходное исцеляющее зелье.
Greetings.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
Мне необходимо исцеляющее зелье.
I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry.
Ну, намек, что нам надо и поискать в доме, но как бы с учетом, что это все равно будет считаться за воровство, конечно. Давайте спросим ее, о чем она говорила. Какие симптомы?
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
Какая формула?
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
Кто был твоим учеником?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn.
Я помогу тебе.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnurfar Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
Ну ладно. Так, что за Агнур Фархал?
The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
Ладно, я не буду ее про все прям расспрашивать.
Farewell.
Торговать я буду потом, за кадром. Еще успею. Я знаю, где лежит зелье. Вот оно.
Welcome.
Главное, чтобы охранник не видел, в принципе. Несмотря на то, что как бы она сказала нам найти зелье, да, она как бы разрешила, намекнула. Но... Так. Нет, не так. Эксперимент. Сначала нужно поэкспериментировать и получить рецепт. Я знаю один самый простой. Слабое зелье лечения, пожалуйста. Так, причем... Слабое зелье маны. Так. Еще урон. Нет, это нам вообще пока не поможет. Физический. Слабое зелье увеличения силы. У нас такое даже есть, да. Так. Собственно, у нас пока больше нет подходящих для экспериментов реагентов. А теперь из тех рецептов, которые у нас уже есть, мы можем сделать зелье. Все. Но это лучше, чем ничего. Оно не взорвалось. Ну да. У меня не взорвалось. Так. Угу.
Welcome.
Ну вот осколки на самом деле можно взять. А вот меч брать нет смысла. Потому что вещи ворованные, они помечаются, как бы, что они ворованные. Не знаю, как торговцы, по сути, это даже могут определять, своровал ты вещи или нашел. Но они якобы это как-то
Welcome to
определяют.
Горхарт.
И продать такие вещи практически невозможно. Но осколки мы продавать и не будем. Так, нам сюда.
What is it? You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies.
Почему эта девчонка так важна?
She is a member of the House of Ballads, the legendary court of Fae heroes. They are warriors without equal, with centuries of glory to their names. If one of their own was killed by a mortal, the House of Ballads and its king would bring a fierce vengeance upon us. Gorhart would be a ruin by day's end.
Что мы можем сделать?
I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own, so it must have been someone in Gorhart. If the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Gorhart to the ground. They see all mortals as invaders. We could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell?
Я все-таки пойду вдоль песен.
You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can.
А что за псы войны?
Once they fought the beasts of chaos, marching to glory through many victories. Sadly, they fell, as all great men do. Now they're nothing more than hired blades. Anyone can earn their allegiance with a few pieces of gold.
Ясно.
Farewell.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn.
Вот этот значок означает, что вы можете взять у него задание, относящееся к определенной фракции. В данном случае сам войны. То есть это будет длинная линейка заданий, которая потом позволит вам вступить в эту фракцию. Расскажи мне о псах войны.
Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur.
Я бы хотела вступить.
You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
Так, хорошо. Но если в него все расспрашивать, это будет долго.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm exhausted.
Так, еще одно задание в этом городе.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work.
Тебе нужна помощь?
We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens.
Чем ты обеспокоен?
Odorath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fey and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
Я помогу.
Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Расскажи о приходе Святого Одвига.
The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fey to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Здесь, по-моему, что-то напутано с переводом. Превратить еще один? Что еще один? В кого превратить или во что? Непонятно. Отец Динвелл?
I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind.
Брат Игон.
He is a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, brash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power.
Ты упоминал об эльфах.
The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order.
Может, у них своя религия, откуда ты знаешь? Ладно.
May Mitharu protect you.
Damn Red Legion.
Я бы хотела здесь поторговать. В принципе, можно уже нам эту серию закончить, хотя она получится немножко короче других. Но я думаю, ничего страшного. Поэтому ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии и всем пока.